Coming up on today's show, find out about our cutest Halloween costumes, holiday happenings, and if Kelsey would rather be Snoopy or Charlie Brown.
It's uncontrolled. It's nature. It's wild.
The library has totally got you covered.
It is truly like an ice cream truck, but for books.
Special ed. I'm the librarian. I don't know words.
Let's see what happens. It just might happen.
Well, I have to cover the page with my hand as I read so that my eyes don't skip ahead.
Library, always so well-rounded.
I know. Welcome to Beyond the Shelves. My name is Caitlin Gills. I'm the host of the Libraries podcast, and today I'm joined with Kelsey Fry. She is our community outreach librarian. For those of you that have tuned in the past, you probably remember Allison Frick. She's no longer with the library. She has moved up north, so we wish her well. I'm sure it's very cold there, or going to be soon, so more power to her, as it's a little balmy for this November day. But here we are. So Kelsey, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. I'm so excited to be here, and what a cute name for the podcast. I love that.
Yeah.
I, as Caitlin said, am the community engagement librarian, and I started here, full-time about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I am already kind of diving in and getting my feet wet with some outreach events, but we have a lot of exciting things coming up that we're going to talk about today.
We do, for sure. So one thing that's really neat about the Bookmobile is that it's out on the road. So people love seeing the Bookmobile.
Yes, I know. It is awesome. I am still getting used to driving it, but it is really fun. And we are, just as my title says, we are engaging the community by moving out and going into lots of community events. We also do other events that are specific to different organizations where we're able to do book checkouts with our Bookmobile. So those are growing in the last few months. So that's been really cool to see.
Yeah, it's super fun and exciting, especially just to see it on the road and to be able to be in the community outside of our four walls of our 6 locations. And something neat that you're doing in the early winter, what do we call February? End of winter? I don't know.
Yeah. Cold.
Yep, cold. Not the best month, but something to keep in mind is that we will be participating in Soup for Seniors.
Yes.
So
I think that's going to start at the end of January and go through the beginning of February. And we're going to have several locations where you can drop off canned goods. So we're excited to participate in that again.
Yes. And that's through the local office on aging handles that. So that's a great organization that we partner with. And then we're just going to work the calendar backwards. That way
I love it.
the most, the closest event that you'll be at, or the next one, one of the big ones is the Bent Mountain Christmas Fair, which they've done a couple of years now, and it includes a little parade, which is adorable.
Allison said that she took the Bookmobile in the parade, and it was the debut Bookmobile parade event.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to be able to drive and do that again this year. I think it'll be really fun.
And you all at the wintertime, you have a special guest that rides shotgun for you guys.
Yes.
And
so you'll have to come find the Bookmobile and see who that is.
That's right. Super fun. He's not very chilly, so that's good. So as we work our way backwards, we'll talk about Halloween.
Yes, let's do that.
We talked about it a lot on the October episode. So let's just do a quick recap. Trunk or Treat was at the South County Library, hosted from police, Roanoke County Police Department.
Yes, it was so much fun. It had an amazing turnout, and it's so cool to see all of these Roanoke County organizations participate, and we all come together, and the families seem to have an amazing time. They got to enjoy a little trick-or-treating, but also they did the bounce house and an obstacle course, which is always a favorite.
Oh, yes.
My son did not want to leave.
Yes, that is always the hardest part about these big events, is like the children would stay there until midnight if we let them.
Oh my gosh, yes. I wanted him to come say hi to me, and he was like, not right now, Mom.
Nope, I'm busy. Yep. That's how it was when we took the boys to Touch a Truck. Like they were just like everywhere, and I was like, I can't keep you both.
Who can resist?
I know,
getting on all those cool vehicles,
right? Yeah, they loved it. And I'll say we just took the boys down to Pigeon Forge so they could do the dig zone, and it's,
oh my gosh,
it's like a boy mom's dream. And of course, then we had to check out all the books on, construction vehicles and excavators, and the Blippi excavator song's been forever in my head. And it's now like on repeat at our house. So we are just, I mean, we've been in a construction zone, as you can imagine, since Coulter was born pretty much, but now it's just like heightened. So, and thankfully the library has a ton of construction related books.
Yes,
and
they have a
kits.
whole section. Go, go, go.
That's right. Yep. Go, go, go is our go-to section right now. So lots of fun stories. Stinky and Dirty continue to be my favorite.
Yes, can't
series.
go wrong with Stinky and Dirty.
No.
We are really into our community helpers right now.
Yes.
We were my son was a fireman yesterday.
Aw.
And they had several of the vehicles there, so we got lots of pictures next to the fire trucks.
Oh, that's too cute. Yeah, I saw the pictures from Trunk or Treat, and it definitely was adorable. What would you say was one of the cutest costumes you saw?
Oh my gosh, honestly, there were a lot, but I love any of the princesses.
I know.
There were so many. They had all their little clickety-clack shoes on.
Aw.
It was just so cute. I also just love anytime a family goes all out. We had a lot of families doing, group costumes, and so that's really cool to see too.
Yep.
They put in so much effort. It's really neat.
I love that.
Yeah.
Was there like a super scary, any
Oh my
scary
gosh.
ones? There's been some masks that I'm like, and my youngest, like last year he got it. Well, he didn't get it, I guess I'll say. So he would like go up to anyone and say trick or treat in his cute little voice. And then this year he like gets the scary and he's like, no. He goes, I don't like that. I'm like, so yeah.
No, honestly, there weren't a lot of scary.
Oh,
there was a
good.
lot of Mario and
Yes.
Luigi and Princess Peach. That was pretty popular. And obviously our superheroes.
Yep.
We had a lot of Spider-Man visiting us yesterday and Iron Man.
Yes.
But I'm sorry, I can't think of anything scary,
that's good.
which is probably good because
That is good.
I don't love scary.
Me
so.
neither. Yep. I will say prior to Halloween, we had a little girl come in dressed up like a librarian, and she was so adorable. So we have ourselves a little fan at the library.
So sweet.
So it was super cute.
Yes,
so
that
cute.
is so sweet.
Yeah.
My littlest twins, girls, they are one. They were cows.
Oh,
So they were so cute. Although I'm not sure they're really feeling it. They were really ready for bed yesterday.
yeah, I bet. Yep, I know teachers really have their job cut out for them Halloween day and the day after, because I just couldn't imagine. So I imagine a lot of probably books are being read and downtimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that is definitely probably a good idea
Yeah.
for them the next day.
Yes, I know. At my son's Halloween or fall party, I read Creepy Carrots to them.
Oh,
And
yes.
they really like that one. And there's apparently Creepy Underpants.
Well, we have all three.
Yes.
They have been on rotation at our house for the whole month. So Creepy Carrots, Creepy Pair of Underwear, and Creepy Crayon. Is the final, I think, in his series.
Yeah.
And we love all of them.
I know.
They're just the right amount of creepy and funny for that young age group. So I love that series.
Yeah, it's super fun. So now that we've recapped Halloween,
Yes.
now we're just going to jump right into the winter festivities.
Okay,
It might be early November, but
I know we got to put out all of our decorations for the winter now.
Yes, that's right. The tree at South County will be coming
Oh.
up the week of Thanksgiving, I believe. So that's going to be here before we know it.
It's that's wild.
And don't get me wrong, you guys know I love my pumpkins, so they're still hanging out, and I will put them away when I'm ready. Today is not that day. But I can hear Mariah Carey through the trees. She's ready to belt it out. So
I'm so excited to be able to come to the tree lighting this year. When I worked here about 10 years ago, and so I was able to participate, and it was so much fun, and everyone has such a good time.
Yes.
So we're going to have the Bookmobile at the tree lighting, and it's going to be really exciting.
it is. So the tree lighting is happening on December 9th. This year at 6:30 to 8:30, and of course we'll have hot cocoa and sweet treats, crafts for kids, and Santa. We can't forget
Yes.
Santa. So just super fun event.
Yes,
It's really
what a
for the
perfect
whole
night.
family. And other Roanoke County departments. Of course, we work really close with Parks and Rec to put on this event, and then other county departments also join us for the fun. And it's very, very festive.
Yes.
So-
I think we'll have the Bookmobile outside and have some activities as well. So everyone should stop by and check out some books with us as well.
Exactly. Yep. And you can drop off your letters to Santa, which is very important. You got to get those letters sent out to Santa. And you can do a scavenger hunt, and Cave Spring Jazz Band will be performing in the auditorium. So it's just such a fun time of year. So, and I can't believe we're already preparing for it. Like,
I know.
we meet about the tree lighting once a month after, like, we meet once in January, of course, to do a recap. And then we start the meetings up at the end of summer. And it just doesn't feel right. But
I know.
But
planning ahead is so important. And we'll be talking about summer reading here soon.
Oh my gosh, yes. So with the holidays and all of the fun, we also know that it can be stressful, especially trying to entertain children if you're traveling. So we have a slew of great resources that are available for kids, teens, and adults, honestly, that'll keep you entertained. Like if you get bored playing Pokemon Go or doom scrolling on Amazon and social media and adding stuff to your cart that you probably don't really need.
Yes, that's dangerous.
So, here are some free resources that you can use with your library card. And the first one that came to my mind was Just for Kids Video Access. So this has a ton of educational TV shows for kids from Daniel Tiger, who's a crowd favorite at my house.
Yes, same at ours.
I know, he's so cute.
Yes.
And I realized people don't know about Daniel Tiger. Like I had to tell someone about him the other day, and I was like, oh, it's a Mr. Rogers spinoff, I guess you'd call it, of an animated tiger and his friends, and they're the same friends that were in Mr. Rogers.
Yes,
so
it's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Helps with problem solving and social emotional stuff. So it's a great show.
It is. So Just for Kids is a great resource that you can use for free with your library card. And then for elementary aged kids and older and even adults, we do have Fire codes. So maybe you want to dip your toe into coding over the holiday breaks, and you can code your own video game, which is really neat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it walks you through it. It's not like, here's your platform, the end. But this one, it has like step-by-step guides, and you can kind of create like your own Mario video game.
That'd be fun. And so you just need your library card.
Yeah.
And then you create an account.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All the tutorials right there. So super easy. And then if you're feeling really adventurous and want to learn something really new, you can try Transparent Languages and learn. I mean, there's like almost 100 languages you can pick up. And then there's a feature called Kids Speak, which is super cool, and it levels it to the learner, so it's not high level, so it's perfect for kids wanting to learn like numbers and colors and the
That's
basics.
Awesome. And it's a great way for families. You guys can do it all together.
Exactly. I mean, imagine being in the car, like let's say we're driving to, I don't know, out west, like that's a long car ride.
Yes.
So just finding those different opportunities. And then of course, you can't forget about our e-resource or e-audiobooks and things like that. Like you could probably listen to a whole Harry Potter book on a road trip like that if you did nothing else.
Yeah.
So, there's all of those. And of course, Hoopla has streaming and videos and music. So music from like Casper Baby Pants up to Taylor Swift.
I love a Casper Baby Pants.
I do too. Yep. So all of those things, just if you don't have a library card, definitely recommend getting one before the holidays hit, because there are so many great things. And then
I know, and all these are free.
We love free.
Yes.
So yeah, if you don't have one, come and see us. And even if you find the Bookmobile out and about, chances are you can also get a library card if we're set up to do that, which 95% of the time we are.
We will have applications and cards with us. So if you ever see us, just ask us and we will get you one. And we will also have books on the Bookmobile that you can check out. And then you can return those to any of our locations.
Yes. And that is perfect. And you really curate your collection, I feel like. So if you're going to a retirement community or a special event at Explore Park that like you just did Spooktacular Saturday, like you could curate that collection. So it's stuff that is it's just timed out perfectly. So you probably maybe had a copy of Creepy Carrots on the Bookmobile.
I think we did. No, that's very true. We do make sure we have a little bit of everything for everyone, but then we also are thinking about what events we're going to and what the audience might be. So we do curate our collections with that in mind.
Yeah. So let's go back to the Bookmobile and talk about what you're thinking about since you're new in this position.
Yeah.
What you're thinking about it's going to look like.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bookmobile is still fairly new.
I know. I think a year it's been operational.
Yep.
So we're still expanding and growing, but I feel like, as my role said, my job is to just really engage the community. So seeing where the needs are and where the people are and sharing resources and tools that we have at the library is kind of my main goal. And then also working to eliminate barriers that exist for those that can't physically get to us at the library. We now have a library on wheels. Exactly. And so we're visiting, as Caitlin said, we're already visiting some assisted living homes. We're going to some daycares. And so that's an opportunity for patrons to check out books and materials and to learn about our resources. And then we also do a lot of community events. So if you ever have a suggestion of a stop that we should do, we have a place on our website where you can fill out a little form and let us know where you'd like to see us next.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that goes directly to Kelsey, so she sees it first, and then she'll reach out to you. So that is such a great resource as we are trying to expand our services.
Yes.
So no matter how big or small it is, definitely submit something, or you can email her at outreach@roanokecountyva.gov.
Yes, we love to hear from you.
Yeah. And of course, this is November. I know we've talked about winter events and holidays and everything, but let's not forget about Thanksgiving. Let's bring in our fun little quick game. And this one's not going to be bookish related too much. It's more November themed. So the first question is, would you rather eat an entire turkey alone or eat all the stuffing?
Oh, wow.
I know. It's quite the question.
I don't know. I'm not a stuffing person. I have to admit it.
Oh my gosh.
But a whole turkey sounds like
it's a little daunting.
A lot of turkey.
That was a weird question. We'll skip that one. Here's this one. Would you rather sing at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade or hold down the giant character balloons?
Oh, I will hold down. I will hold them down all day. No singing for me.
Right. Would you rather say what you're grateful for or write it out?
Ooh, talk. Yeah, you can't. I do a lot of talking.
Let's see. Go to work wearing a pumpkin stem on your head or wearing turkey feathers on your bottom. I didn't finish reading that one before I said it.
I think I'm going to go with stem.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd much rather be a pumpkin. Would you rather be Charlie Brown or Snoopy?
Oh, these are things I have never thought about before.
I know. Yeah, this was quite the list.
I think Snoopy could be kind of fun.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's a dog. Who doesn't love dogs?
I know.
And then, something that I am thankful for, and this isn't just because I work for the library, but I am so thankful for the library. We've talked about all these free and great resources that we have, and that's just the top of the iceberg.
Yes.
Really, we do the series 52 Things You Didn't Know the Library Could Do for You on Mondays on our website and social media, but that even still doesn't touch it. Yeah. So it's thousands of resources and opportunities when you factor in the e-materials and the hard copy materials, Steam to Go kits and Books to Grow, and I mean the list just keeps going and going and going. And then you just get in those rabbit holes of going into one database and finding something else. Universal Class has hundreds of courses in all these topics from work related to creativity.
And then all the programming we do,
right?
Story times and events that we have for adults. I think my whole family are big users of the library. I don't just work there, but we really do love using the library in all the ways.
Absolutely. So it is something that, I am thankful for. I know this community is very thankful for, and we have some super users, and we just love it. And we always welcome new users, of course, to get their library cards and just experience all the things that we have. But on that note, it is Thanksgiving coming up, so we do have some holiday closures that I just want to make sure everyone's aware of. So on the 26th, which is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we close at 5 p.m. and then we don't reopen until the Saturday after. And then we are doing a staff day where all Roanoke County public library locations will be closed November 15th. And that's a staff training day, essentially. So this will be your first one.
Yes,
so
I'm excited to attend.
Yeah, so, normally we're all, some of us get to travel around to different locations, like Kelsey and I definitely can. But a lot of people, they work in their branch. So this gives us an opportunity to all be together and meet, I hate to say new people, but meet people that maybe you just talked to on the phone or email. So it's just a great opportunity for everyone to be together.
And connect on ideas and different things that we're doing at our branches, but to bring them all together, I think it's going to be really wonderful.
Yeah, so it is a fun time, but just keep in mind that we are closed that day. But even when we are closed and after hours and all of that, you can always access the library 24/7 through the mobile app at RVL Mobile. You can download that from the App Store or the Google Play Store. And then, of course, our website, you can reach us all the time. And social media, of course. So I'll answer you in the middle of the night. It's fine. Yeah. If I'm up, I'll answer.
I know I've got to be on a couple of reels lately, and it's very fun. I'm testing out my acting skills.
That's right, yes. At least your first real filming one was the ghosty.
Yes,
so,
I did. Yeah. I didn't have to show my face.
So if y'all haven't seen that, we are working on a campaign to get our materials back. So I'm glad you brought that up because that's a good point. We did go fine free back in 2020 after COVID. And something, we've seen great success from being fine free. And it doesn't mean you have a free for all at the library, but we have seen those successes where we have an uptick in usage across the board. So that's great that we've removed that barrier. Another thing that we implemented was auto renew, which is another positive aspect of this.
It's awesome.
Right. So if you have a book that you've checked out and you just aren't done with it yet, instead of going on our website or the app or calling us or coming in to renew your materials, they'll auto renew 2 times for you, unless someone's on hold for it. That's the only time it wouldn't. And then after that, though, it does go into the lost category, which is fine. Like, if you have the materials, we're not saying we don't want them back. Like, don't feel bad or like we're gonna judge you. Like, we're not mean. I know sometimes movies depict librarians as being cranky, but we're not.
And it happens to everyone. I would think that it sits in the back of our car too long and we just forget to bring it by. And it's okay. It's definitely happened to me before.
Right? Yeah, I'm sure it's happened to all of us that go into the library minimally 5 times a week. It's perfectly fine. The thing is, though, when something does go into lost and it's over $10, which chances are it would be, it kind of blocks your card. So you can't check out materials, put things on hold, get ebooks or our e-resources. So that's something, like, just know that there's no penalties for you to bring these materials back that might be floating around in the back of your car, like Kelsey sometimes has, under your child's bed, on your nightstand, in your TBR list, you know, that you're like, I'll get to that. Just no stress over that. So if you have anything, certainly you can bring it back to any Roanoke Valley Library location, and we'll be happy to take care of it for you.
Which is amazing because, you're always driving by one at some point.
Right? Yep. And we have the book drops too. So 24/7, like, really, we're not going to judge. That's a wrap. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Caitlin Gills, joined with Kelsey Fry, and it has been a great time, and happy early holidays to everyone.
Thanks for having me. It's been so much fun.
Thanks.